Hey, I'm Alex Rauch from Board Game Co. and we are back. Oh, you can do. No, you can go.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm Alex Rauch from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg, and today we're doing our top 100 as of 2025, as of the top 100, as of Alex, as of Meg.
That's like so it's close. It's top 100 games of all time as of 2025.
But except this is only
80 through.
No, that's not true. We did 80 to 89. This is 70. Oh, 71 to 80.
Or
why do you do it that way?
Through 71. Because you're counting down. The whole list is counting down. It's 80 through 71.
I agree with that.
We are doing 80 through 71 today. We are back with our third list of the series. There are 10 videos in this series and a final recap of a top 100 analytics that will come later. I don't know when. It might be 2026, honestly. I usually do that in January, so
and if you enjoyed this and you watched the other video yesterday and the other video yesterday's yesterday, there's going to be more tomorrow and every day till we hit number 1.
Exactly, which would be 10 through 1, not 1 through 10, by the way.
But we're going to hit number 1.
But anyways, we are diving into this. A few things to generally go over. Number 1, if you want to see how we did all this lists and like the rules and all those things, check out the very first video in the series because we spent the first like 5-6 minutes going through all of those details. Number 2, there is a giveaway currently on the channel. It's my end of year channel drive, support drive / giveaway, giving away over $1,000 worth of games to a whole bunch of people. Ideally, most people, I'm saying this all terribly. If you are a member of the channel over on Ko-Fi, Patreon, or YouTube memberships, you get more entries for being a member, but you can also just comment on that one video. I'll link to it down below if you just want to go ahead and get entered for a free entry that way. And then lastly, thank you to our channel sponsor, Allplay, a fantastic site where you can get a ton of great games. They have so many accessible games, by the way. In fact, another one is in today's video. There was one in I think so, yeah. There's another one in today's video. Which one? Is one in yours? Is one in yours too?
I'm not sure.
What? Who knows? Anyways, allplay.com if you want to check out a bunch of fantastic, accessible, easy-to-play games, allplay.com. But with that, we are going to go ahead and dive into it, and I believe I have to start off this particular batch.
Can I start off with a disclaimer?
Go for it.
We're going to get Meg a dunce hat for 2026, so I'm not going to say details. But my list was on a Google Sheet, and I had gotten, I don't know, things got moved around, things got changed, and some things did not land exactly where they should have been. So there were some games in previous videos that should have been a little bit higher. So if things seem a little bit weird to you, everything is going to be straight from here on out. I've double, triple checked. The problem is that we do not share our lists, as many of you have seen already. It's a surprise what we show to each other. So I was just kind of rolling with it. And then I realized pretty quickly it was wrong. So, yeah, just know that mine's just a little bit off, but nothing crazy, nothing too bad. That's all.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and dive into number 80.
Number 80.
I'll go ahead and start this off, although I don't actually have my number 80 here, because I realized I lent it out. I don't have it. But, I mean, I have it. I just don't have it here. But now my number 80 is Project L. Project L is amazing. You've played Project L, right? I like Project L a lot. It's basically polyomino.
But it's fun. It's fun.
You haven't played Project L then. You played something that looks like Project L that probably said Project L.
I played both. I played Project L and then the other one that they did that was not really Project
Square,
L.
Square 1, Square, something like that, I don't remember. But yeah, Project L is my favorite of those two. But Project L is basically polyomino / tableau building. You are building up multiple boxes as you go through it. You're trying to load up your small little cubes with their right shape. So if you play things like Silver and Gold, it's like little mini polyomino puzzles to solve. But as you do so, you are earning polyomino pieces because the game is really a tableau builder disguised as a polyomino game. It's all about the efficiency as you generate while playing into the polyominoes at the same time. It's a very different and fresh take on polyomino games, and it's absolutely delightful. Highly recommend it. Again, there is Project L and Square 1. My personal favorite is Project L, but they are both fantastic games.
My number 80 is going to be kind of two different games. So we have here 10 Days in the National Parks. I've played a lot more 10 Days in the USA, but this is Alex's copy. But this is a game that's For lack of a better description, it's similar to something like Racco, where you have all of these different destinations and you're trying to massage where they are by maneuvering them and try to get them like all within sequential order of what you need before anyone else. So it's a really fun puzzle that as a kid I loved games like that. So playing something like this is very intuitive and just like really draws you in. This is a mechanic I'd like to see more of in general.
I've always enjoyed Racco, and I love the 10-day series. Yeah, it's a solid game. My number 79 is The Crew Mission Deep Sea. You could choose either of The Crew. And honestly, by the way, umbrella-wise, I kind of put like the Lord of the Rings trick-taking games in the same kind of umbrella. They're very much doing the same thing. But The Crew Mission Deep Sea over here, I think this is my favorite of, if you counted The Crew, if you counted the trick-taking, the Lord of the Rings ones. This is my absolute favorite so far, from the puzzle of cooperative trick-taking, of trying to lay out a scenario, claim your goals, and think through, okay, who can achieve which goal? How can we work together so that I'm going to win with a blue 3, and you're going to win 5 yellows, and you're going to win the second highest card. Like all these little rules that you have to kind of work together to ensure that everyone is accomplishing their goals. This is the first game, I want to say it's the first game that did cooperative trick-taking, and it's the one that pioneered the way for what's happening now with the Lord of the Rings, which is a series of 3 games. Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, Fate of the Fellowship, Fate of the Fellowship is different. Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, Return of the King. There will be all 3 of them in the cooperative trick-taking genre, and they are very much based on The Crew. This is the one that started, well, this is not the one that started it all, this is the second one. The Crew, the space one, started it all. But this is the better, improved version of it, The Crew Mission Deep Sea.
Shout out affordable games. Affordable games that pack a punch and a long time to play. My number 79, I'm actually, a lot of the games that I brought from my house are just the covers so that it's easier to bring, and this is one that I meant to bring the full game and I forgot to, so I do only have the cover, but it's going to be Sagrada Artisans. Now this is the legacy version of Sagrada, where you're going through a book and you are playing different styles of games of Sagrada, because normally you have like a very static grid, but with Sagrada Artisans you're going through very unique puzzles of how it's all set up and the placement and where you can put things. It's very, very beautiful. You're making these stained glass windows, and you're also customizing a lot throughout the game. That, to speak for the legacy element, there is a lot for you to do between stickers and things you get to add, and even cards that you add to your things that you can use as tools and stuff like that. So I think as far as legacy games go, this one packs a huge punch because it's very thinky, and I think it's very rewarding as far as how the rules changes are game to game. But that being said, it's also very beautiful and relaxing. That I know a lot of people that kind of want something that's a personal puzzle that they can sit there and color in between, and that's why I wish I brought mine so I could show you some of my finished colorings, because there's even backgrounds that you're able to color when you're doing this. So I just think it's very, very well done, very relaxing, very fun if you have like a crafter in your family that likes to color. Sagrada Artisans.
Yeah, solid game.
Very good time.
My number 78 is one which I mentioned in an earlier video. I said there's a 2-player card game that I think is better than Radlands, and it's so unique. It's so good. It's also on BGA, speaking of games that are on Board Game Arena. I think The Crew might be on Board Game Arena, by the way, but I'm not certain about that. But this is Wizards of the Grimoire. This is Wizards of the Grimoire. It is a lesser-known game.
I still don't think I've played this game.
You haven't. I'm pretty sure you haven't. This is a lesser-known game. It's not super popular. This game specifically, this game right here, I plan on doing a video of, like, top 10 hidden gems. And I've done that for like years. I've done like, top 10 hidden gems of 2024, 2023, etc. I want to do like top 10 hidden gems of all time. And that video, I haven't even put together the video. I want to do that video because I was thinking of this and how this game doesn't get enough love, and I want to give it more love because it is so ridiculously good. And everyone I know who's played it thinks it's amazing. I'm not saying everyone thinks it's amazing, but everyone I know who's played it thinks it's amazing. It is such a good, competitive, 2-player game. The way you draft spells to build up your own personal tableau, you're kind of building up your set of spells as you go through it, and there's all these combos and timing mechanisms. It is so ridiculously good. I think Radlands is top tier, and I think Wizard of the Grimoire is top tier. This is such a good 2-player. It's so good. It's good. It's really good. It's different. It's different, but it's good, man. It is good.
I really want to play that.
It's good.
Look at this nice small box pile going on over there.
Oh, I got another one after this.
So I keep like introducing my games, but my next game is actually, so as you'd see, like, relaxing, beautiful, but also this is one that's very thinky, that a lot of games have like multiple ways to score, and Canvas, I think, is a game where you're cultivating your scoring based on these cards that you're layering together. And I think that this is just one where There are a lot of games that you build out your different scoring like this, and I think that the agency you have along with the choices that you're making, it's a very tight game where not many cards can come out, that you have like your little paint circles that can help you do different things. But yeah, I just think this is just an expansion pack theme. But
that's expansion pack? Expansion?
It is, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, this is just a little thing I grabbed. I don't know. Yeah. But Canvas is...
No, this is the size of the base game too, to be clear.
I know, but it's not... This is not the regular...
I don't know. I'd have to go grab it.
I'm not sure. I didn't think this was the regular cover. Doesn't it usually say Canvas?
I don't remember.
Anyway, Canvas is very fun. It's going to have these clear cards where you're using them to layer together, and even how some cards will cover other areas on other cards that you're layering together can block out certain things. So that choice of how you're choosing what things to score and what tags you have available is really fun. And then on top of that, you're layering together these different things that just makes a really beautiful picture. So this is one of those games that when you're playing, even if you're not doing the best, you're having a lot of fun building out your different paintings. That, I don't know, I think Canvas is a very fun time.
And a reminder, this is also available on Board Game Arena, although I will say personally, I don't love it on Board Game Arena. I think it loses a lot of tactile feel of it.
Yeah, there are some games I don't love on Board Game Arena.
My number, what are we up to? 77?
I'm not sure.
No, 80? 80? 89? 88? Say.
78.
70, no, 77. 70? 79? 78? 77.
80, 79, 78.
And I went first. I have another game that's
you're missing.
Project L.
I forgot.
77 is Alibis.
Nice.
Alibis from Allplay. This has really grown for me a lot this year. This is one that when I first played it, my main impression of it was I don't need to play this game because, I mean, it's nice, it was fun, I enjoyed it, but I could just play Soclova, I could just play Codenames, Decrypto. There's so many games that do that word association, because this game is word association. You basically, assuming you have, let's say, a 6-player game, it's different based on the player count, but in a 6-player game, for example, everyone has 2 words, and there's 13 words on the table, which means 1 word is not accounted for, because if there's 13 words, we all have 2, 6 times 2 is 12, 1 word is the person who doesn't have an alibi. But you have to give a clue that connects your 2 words, so if you have anvil and car, you have to figure out how to connect anvil and car. Maybe you say metal, which might work depending if there's other things on the table that are metal. Usually I find it's not as easy as just connecting those 2 like that, but whatever it is, you find, and because again, things in the way or not obvious connections. But then the real challenge is once players all do that, you all reveal, and then you go through everyone trying to figure out if you can piece it all together and figure out, you know your 2, but there's still 11 other cards. Can I figure out all the players at the table to figure out who the person is missing, and that's the way you score the most points for figuring that out. Again, I played it the first few times. I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it, but I did not think it was a keeper. The more I've played this, the more this has grown for me. In fact, I'm only just realizing now this is higher ranked for me than Things and Rings, which, because Things and Rings started up very high for me. The more I played it, it did go down a little bit. It's still, again, still a great game.
I wonder if Soclova is coming.
We'll see.
Who
knows? Who knows?
We'll see if Codenames is coming.
All I know is Alibis is it certainly has grown on me. This might be. Is this my favorite Allplay game now? I think it might be. I have to double check, but it might be now.
Okay.
You're number 77.
I was just thinking about our potential crossovers, because you were saying we would now have to match like every so many.
Every other game.
But the thing is that if we've already said it and then it's said later.
Yep, 100%.
I don't know.
Whatever, math.
Some math person would know what this means. Ready?
Yes.
My next game, which is number 77,
is a crossover.
It's a Crossroads game.
It's not a crossover.
But it is a Crossroads game. It's going to be Dead of Winter by Plaid Hat. Now, this is a game that I have loved forever. I've loved it since I got it, which was back in, maybe 2014? Who knows? But this one is still a very good time for me. I know some people don't love it as much. I think you and AP aren't thrilled to play it, but you would happily play it.
It's fine.
But you don't ask for it. But I do think that this is one that very much... For me, this is almost like Zombicide, and it's a Zombicide that I would enjoy, because I do like Zombicide a lot, but it's very overwhelming with a lot of minions, and with this, I feel it's very overwhelming with a lot of zombies, and very, very difficult, but I love the Crossroads element. So there's this deck that if certain characters meet certain conditions, it's very rare for it to happen, but when it does, something crazy happens, and it's just a very cool moment. But yeah, Dead of Winter is, it's a game where you're playing as a colony, and you're a bunch of people, and you have your own characters that you are running in your own tableau, and they're going to different locations trying to get things like ammo and food and what you need, because you have to support the center colony area that's being attacked by a bunch of zombies. And there's also a trader mechanic if you're playing with enough people. people. And yeah, Dead of Winter just still holds up for me. I still love it.
I feel this could do well as a re-themed Stranger Things.
That would be interesting.
Could do well.
With all the Demogorgons coming and like the different people.
Can you trust the people behind? Are they currently? Well, I can't say.
With Chrissy? Would
I
Chrissy
won't
be
say
one
anything.
of them?
Oh my gosh. Number 76 for me is a bigger box. In fact, I actually have the smaller box version of the bigger box because I want to grab smaller boxes. And that's Zia, Legends of a Drift System. This is the expansion box because it's small and easy to put on the table, but I think this game is absolutely incredible. It is my favorite sandbox game in my collection. It just has such a sheer open world as you take off your ship and then you just do everything in the game. You're piloting through space. You're arranging polyominoes on your ship. You're trying to figure out how to get around the board and to mine and to escape space pirates and be a space pirate. You're doing all this stuff in the game. It is a true sandbox adventure. You can play to the full 20 points or whatever it is, which is a long game, but oh my gosh, it would be a day. Like, it's a day in space where you're doing your thing. That's what it is. It's a full day. Like, I mean, if playing a full 20-point game, I think it'd easily be 4 hours to 6 hours easily, depending if you haven't depending on the player count, all that stuff. But honestly, you can play a 5-point game and have a good time learning the system. You can play a 10-point game.
I still never played those. Still.
We should do this. We should do this. This is such a ridiculously good game. There is a solo mode as well, a solo campaign. I have not played the solo campaign. I keep wanting to, but honestly, I keep wanting to do a lot of things. So,
I'd love
choices.
to try it.
Yeah,
but,
we should do it.
Yeah.
I would say after this, but I'm not gonna do it after this. But maybe later than after this.
So I did fumble, you guys. My next game is not here in front of me. It's one that's actually right over there, but I'm not gonna grab it, and you'll know why in a second. I meant to grab a stuffed animal to have with me to make it a bit easier. Does that help you at all? Everdell. My next game is Everdell, but I do not want to get it down from there. Everdell is next up on my list. Everdell is a game that I'm pretty cool on, where you can see where it lands on my list. I enjoy it. I don't feel the need to super explain it, because I think a lot of people know what Everdell is, but it's basically a worker placement game where you're building out a tableau of a certain number of cards, all to hopefully, score the most points at the end of the game. But for me, I enjoy it, but I don't love it. I think every single gameplay I have of it is very pleasant, so that's why I do rank it higher where it is. That it's one that I don't seek out or ask for, and I'm not sure why. I think it's maybe that you do have the limited number of cards, and you also have a very limited market. So unless you're playing with enough players, I find that center market can get kind of stagnant, that you don't see enough cards, that you kind of have this engine that could be beautiful and could be great, but just certain things don't work that way. So yeah, I like Everdell a lot, but I don't love it. But I know it's very loved.
I feel each time you talk about a game that you know I rank higher, you spend most time talking about how, like, it's fine, it's in my top 100, but it's okay, I'm only okay with it.
I enjoy every gameplay I have of it.
But I've noticed it's happening with the games that you know, because you don't give disclaimers to the ones that are lower down, how you don't.
Yeah.
I think you're
But
mentally...
I think because I'm already saying I love it. I think Everdell, even for anyone else, not even you, I think for a lot of people, they may be surprised that Everdell is lower, because that is a very loved game. But there are a lot of games that are very loved that I'm kind of cool on. So yeah, like I said, I've enjoyed every gameplay I've played of Everdell. I think it's a very beautiful game. I just think it's not one that I seek.
Yeah. My number 75 is Carson City. Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy.
I don't know if I played this.
It's heavier than it looks.
It sounds... Is it metal?
Oh, have I shown you the metal coins?
Sounds like money.
Oh, let me show you the metal coins for this game.
Do you love the goblin in me? That immediately I was like, that sounds like metal coins.
This is my number 75 in game.
Sounds like money.
But this is my number 1 in terms of metal money. I'm going to show you this. You guys won't be able to see this, I'm sorry. But
I literally feel like a dragon. But I was like...
I'm going to let you look at this while I talk about the game.
Cool.
Alright, so this is Carson City. Carson City is a competitive worker placement game. It plays out across 4 rounds, and my favorite part of it is it's very different than standard worker placement because you basically duel each other. So if I go to a spot if you go to a spot on the board, it's not that I can't go there anymore, it's that if I do go there, there's gonna be a shootout. So every time you go somewhere that someone else is going, you have to figure out, do I think I can take them? And you have to figure out just how competitive do you want the game to be. You will get your worker back if you don't get the spot, so you don't get fully penalized for it. They're nice, aren't they?
I don't love it as much as you think I
well, give it back to me then.
So here's the thing, guys, and I'll show you. It's very cool, but it's very, like, Wild West kind of lettering. Whereas, like, if this was, like, I want fairies.
They're so chonky.
I want fairies. I want...
Those 20-pound bills, like, that's not paper money.
I do like these, though. This is the 20 and it's metal, which is really cool. This is very cool, but it's very Wild West.
Yeah, it's chunky money. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I've never seen a worker placement game that has that kind of duel-esque mechanic. Like, again, anything's fair game. You just because you went there doesn't mean you're getting the spot. It just means you're letting me know that you are trying to get that spot.
Worker place and use the spot, or is it that everyone places and then you trigger?
Correct. So it's a placement then resolution. So, but the fun part is, like, the interesting thing about the game is, let's say I go to spot on the board, right? And then you go to my spot because you're like, oh, I want that thing. We're gonna have a duel. You could counter by then going to the spot that gives you extra firepower in duels. So now it's like, oh, what do we do over here? Or you can go there first. You can do a lot of different things, but ultimately it tends to work out. It's the kind of game that I would think is meaner than it is, but when I've played it, historically speaking, people have had fun, and even when you lose things, it doesn't feel like it's happening so often as to be super punishing. It's a very, very well done game. I'm a big fan. Your number 75.
My number 75. In today's board game called Top 100 list, the next game might surprise you. I don't think you expect this, Alex. It's going to be Hoplomachus Victorum. Now, I went through my entire collection and looked at everything, and I decided not only do I miss Hoplomachus Victorum, and I loved this when I played it and had so much fun, I think that I'm going to play this on stream in January.
Go for it.
I think I'm going to go through an entire solo campaign instead of... I mean, it's a solo game. You're supposed to play it solo, but...
Well, if you're going to do that, do Hoplomachus Victorum.
That's true.
Do you know what Victorum?
Yes, I do. So I could do that. But either way, so this is a game where you are moving around a map which will engage you in certain actions. So certain things may be things like a sporting event that's all done in like a hex-based map. You're engaging in these events in certain maps with all of your chips. And you have your hero chip plus some other ones that are like kind of your team, I guess. You have like chariots, things like that add on to your team. But so you have like things that are sporting events, but then you have bloodshed events. So depending on what you're doing, you get certain rewards. And then you also only have so much time, that there's a time mechanic as time is passing that you're trying to, it's all before Mount Vesuvius erupts, I believe. You're trying to get through like the, whatever happens before the volcano erupts. So yeah, Hoplomachus Victorum, I think about it and like it so much, I think I'm going to try to do a campaign starting January.
Go for it.
Don't know where I'm going to put it.
I just
You know what I think I might do? I might do it this
off to the side. That does kind of work, except your face is now obstructed, but hey, if it works, it works.
I can get it. I'm going to put it on
honestly, it's flat enough you can just put it on the table in the center. Maybe.
Should I put it under these? Because they're just covers.
Go for it. My number 74. My 74 is one that does not say canvas on the front of the box.
Ah!
In fact, what's actually interesting, fun fact.
That's crazy!
This is the original base game cover.
Okay.
But this has the base game, this is the expansion insert, and this is the expansion cover with the base game insert. Just to throw you off a little bit. So this is Reflections with the base game cover. Yeah. Also, I'm an idiot because I pulled this off the shelf. I was like, I thought I had 3 boxes of this. Because it's 3 boxes
You've been doing this the entire time.
No, that time I didn't even see. I just grabbed it and didn't see it. This time I was like, I thought I have 3, and then I wasn't thinking about it, and then I'm stupid because I forgot. Yeah, this is happening. So, crossover! Our 3rd crossover. We only have 40 to go.
I'm gonna do this every time. We had Beast.
Yes.
And Project Elite.
That's the one. Canvas is a delightful game. Meg covered it already, but I think this is one of those games that I started off with like, it's good, it's fine, and the more I played it, oh my gosh, it's so fun. It's accessible. It's become one of my favorite gateway recommendations. People are just charmed by the cards and the overlay in them. But there's also a game going on here because you are trying to optimize around how you score, and I love that. Every time I play it, it is delightful. I still haven't played with the newest expansion. I played with the Reflections expansion. Reflections adds just ease, like the double-sided cards. I love the art of them. Again, I don't even care about the mechanics, but I love the art of it all, and then the flipping, it adds more. There's so much going on in this game, but it's really just accessible, easy to play. It's one of my favorite go-to gateway recommendations, and a lot of fun. That's Canvas, my number 74.
Next up, I'm going to have another roll and write, because I really enjoy roll and writes. And it's going to be one of my favorites. This is Rolling Realms / Rolling Realms Redux. Depending on which one you get base worlds in it. So keep an eye out for which one you would like, but the Redux has enough storage for all of the games. But Rolling Realms is a game where you're playing within all of these other different board games. So it is a roll and write where over the course of the game you go through 9 different worlds. You're playing 3 at a time simultaneously with other players. But a lot of the worlds that they use are all existing all of the worlds that they use are existing board games, except for a few niche ones like they have rock, paper, scissors, and poker, which are...
Those are board games,
yeah,
technically.
Sure. But they have, a whole bunch of games you can think of. Because it's a Stonemaier product, there are all of the Stonemaier games, plus there's a whole bunch of extras. Actually, Alex, I'm only thinking of this now that we're doing it.
It's the only game I have a designer credit for.
Did you design a world?
I designed Terraforming Mars. Yeah. It's my own. It's my one designer credit.
That's crazy. I honestly forgot about that until I was saying this. But yeah, Rolling Realms, and then there's a whole bunch of other ways that you're able to play it. So you can play it with other people. You can also play it solo. But there's other ways to play it, such as they have like a baseball one to go through. I believe they also have a football one to go through. By that I mean soccer. And then they also have a solo solo pack. So there's a couple different ways for you to be able to play this. You can add packs to the games that you know and play all the time. So yeah, Rolling Realms is a very, very versatile game, and you can also pack it really well. That if you want to take it to travel and only take a couple worlds with you, you can pack it really small as well.
Yeah, it's very solid. It's a very solid roll and write game. Mm-hmm. My favorite way to play it is the original mini golf version.
Oh, I love the mini golf.
Yeah.
My only qualm now with the mini golf is that there are so many worlds that I now love and enjoy that I almost wish they'd do a mini golf 2.0.
I think they should.
Newer games.
I think they should just do a few mini golfs as opposed to because they tried making the feature solo modes adaptable to anything, which is good for the variety, but lost some of its main charm. Mm-hmm. My number 73 is a big box over here. Give me a second to grab it. It is Onward. Onward is the new version of Skytier.
Oh, no.
No, I know, it's weird. It's weird, right?
Okay.
It's weird. It's so what's happening here is it looks like this is the bottom because this is the big box aspect, and the way it's stored is the bottom has the cover art because some people would want the cool cover art. Other people want the black vibes. Mm-hmm, I'm all about the cool cover art. So it's the back art now. But yeah. That's Onward. Anyways, Onward, what's the game? The game itself is it's another MOBA style game, so similar to Rum and Bones that we covered earlier, but this is based on Skytier Horde, definitely with a dash of inspiration from Guards of Atlantis, and the end product is amazing. It's basically, you can play at different player counts. I think it works best as a 2-player game, and again, you're going to have your heroes, you're going to have your minions, and you are trying to power up your heroes while basically dealing with the various minions along the way so that you have something to basically squash and destroy as you attempt to win. It's got powers and abilities, it plays relatively quickly for the amount of gameplay it gives you, very accessible, lots of items you can upgrade to. If you've played anything like, League of Legends or any kind of online MOBA, this is that kind of thing in a board game, and they did a great job with it. Also, I'm realizing that they have this on that side, and then again, this on that side.
I honestly saw this at Essen, and I'd be really interested to play.
I will play
Alex,
this.
Is this out now?
I believe so.
Okay.
I will happily play it.
All right. Well, I would like to play it too. Next up, I have 2 games together that are going to have the same explanation. So first up is going to be Draft and Write Records. Now, Alex might be surprised.
What goes with this?
No, just same reasoning.
Oh, okay, fine.
Same reasoning. I thought you were confused why I had this here.
I'm like, what do you mean? Again, what's the pairing with Draft and Write Records?
Well, you'll see. It's just the same.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm about to say it. But Draft and Write Records, specifically, I play it almost too often for the solo version. So there are a couple games that I'm going to have on this list that are for solo only, where Draft and Write Records actually is a very fun game with other players. I think it's fun with others, and that's still fine, but I prefer it solo. It's one of my favorite games to play solo when I want to sit and just do something and kind of click through, because I play it on BGA, so it's something I play on BGA. Shout out over there as well. But yeah, Draft and Write Records, you're basically drafting cards, and you're having a couple different options between the different crew that you can place, that they can only go in specific areas, and then you also have other cards that you can get as well that are going to help you in this little tablet area that's like your electronic stuff, or your calendar where you're booking gigs. legs.
You
and
said
then
tablet area, and I was like, you meant to say tableau, and I was like, nope,
no,
it's actually a tablet area.
Like a boop boop tablet. And then you have, like, you're driving along certain routes as well, because that's where you're stopping with your band on different places for tour. So you're scoring in a whole bunch of different ways, a la any kind of draft and write. But yeah, I just think that the solo mode is done very well in this, and I think it's very pleasing, especially with the theme and the colors and the things that come out. This is one that I kind of vibe with, and it really speaks to it because I tend to do poorly. I think I don't do well in solo at all, and then when I play with other people, like I play with Jenna from the Board Game Garden online sometimes, and I get beat pretty quickly, so I don't do well at this game, but I still really enjoy it, so I think that also speaks to it as well.
I think it's a great game.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, very solid game. I was going to say something else. Oh yeah, Carson City, by the way.
BGA?
Carson City's on BGA. This is on BGA. Rolling Realms, is it on BGA? I can't remember.
No.
No, sadly not.
I don't think oh no.
Anyways, my number 72. My 72 is not a crossover, but it's a crossover adjacent. We're not going to count it though. This is Black Forest. Black Forest is basically the companion game to Glass Road. Glass Road came out a while ago, and then Uwe Rosenberg decided to revisit basically with Black Forest, taking the abstracted version of what Glass Road is doing and making it into a full-on board game, which is basically what's happening. It clearly uses the same mechanics, the same general idea as Glass Road did, but it takes it away from the kind of almost semi-guessing what other players do to most optimize your tableau, and it turns it into more of a, hey, do you like games like Caverna and Feast for Odin, and you like Glass Road? What if I give you a combination of all those things? That's what this is doing, and it does it incredibly well. It has grown for me. Honestly, right now, I don't even remember if Glass Road is in my top 100 or not. I'd have to go look, but this one is my preferred version of them. They were neck and neck for a while, but I think that Black Forest has creeped ahead, although part of it, to be fair, is I have played Glass Road an absolute ton. So sometimes it's not always fair comparing a game I've played like 5 times to a game I've played 30 times. I like Glass Road a lot, but Black Forest is currently the thing that's on my radar as games I want to play now. Phenomenal game, both worth checking out.
So you said it was like a crossover-ish?
Adjacent, yes.
Like cross-ish over? A cross-over? Instead of crossover, a cross.
It's a crossover? That just sounds like I have a lisp. It's a crossover.
Okay. We have 2 games left, right?
You have 2, I have 1.
Okay. So my next game, Alex, is for the same reasoning. Can you guess what it might be?
Nope. BGA that you play.
I played this one actually more in person solo.
More in person solo, but it's something similar to Draft and Write Records?
No, it's because it was the same reasoning. So I don't try to think similar. It's the same reasoning because I enjoy it solo. But I did say that I would have an all-play game coming.
There's an all-play game that you play solo?
Yes.
Oh, River Valley Glassworks.
Yeah. It's going to be River Valley Glassworks.
Available on BGA. This, by the way, is not sponsored. We're sponsored by Allplay. We're not sponsored by BGA, but we may as well be at this point.
We love BGA. So River Valley Glassworks is a game where it's very tight. It's almost deceiving because you think you're going to be able to score a lot of these different pieces of glass on your tableau, but endgame gets triggered, I don't want to say quickly, but before you can really accomplish crazy things. Because you could get very high scoring in this game, but there's an endgame trigger that kind of gets you before that part happens. But either way, it makes it a very, very tight game where you're drafting these pieces of glass and then trying to slot it into your board. And it has this really cool element where each color can only be in one column, and there's a rarity for each type of glass, and depending on how high you go as well as how far across you're able to complete your different rows, that's how you're going to score. So you're trying to fill it out both across and up, and it's just, I think it's very crunchy like that, where not only are you trying to get certain pieces of glass, but you can also force very bad pieces of glass upon your opponents, which can be very fun as well, where you might see something that they want, but if you give them something of a color that they shouldn't take, you can kind of add it to their detriment as well. But the reason I bring it up is specifically the solo mode. I think that the group play is fun, but the solo mode I think is where this game is just so fun for me. The glass is very like tactile and feels good, and you're playing on top of these clear acrylic tiles and on top of a playmat. I think that might be an upgrade though, the deluxe version. I'm not sure for the playmat.
I don't remember the playmat part.
Yeah. But either way, it's just very fun and beautiful to play, and then the all of the different creatures, that's who you're playing as when you're playing, but when you're playing the solo mode, they're all different solo puzzles of different ways for you to engage with the game to try to beat it. So, this guy here with the top hat is extremely difficult. He's very, very hard. The others, oh no, sorry, not him, it's this one. It's the dapper, tortoise. He's very, very difficult, but everyone else is still a challenge. I just think it's a very fun, beautiful, peaceful game to play through a solo puzzle. Really well done.
My 71 is another board game arena friendly game, and this one is Faraway. I love Faraway. This one, as much as I like Castle Combo, Faraway still is higher up for me. There's something so fun.
We're not in the top 20 yet.
We're not in the top Eurolist. Faraway is really going to it's such a crunchy game and yet so easy to play. Again, affordability, accessibility, the expansion really adds a lot. I've really been enjoying the expansion. It adds just a few extra cards to it, but that aspect of having those more gray cards and the larger number range just gives you more things to consider. It's one of those things where every single time I'm like, I can make this work. I can make this work. And sometimes I do. Other times I'm like, yeah, 40 points is not my higher score. It depends on the game, but I'm always constantly trying to go for that exact perfect mismatch of all the ways things are going to score, because across the whole game you're only really scoring 8 cards plus the kind of extra cards. That's only 8 plus, but you're trying to optimize around those 8 plays and figuring out how can I make sure I get the right sequence, how can I make sure I have the right symbols. Similar to games like Ink earlier, everything you get is both giving you something you want and helping fulfill other things. So you're working on multiple levels as you try to go through things. I really like games that force you to try to weigh up the different balances of what's worth it in different ways. Faraway, it's pretty awesome. I highly recommend it.
And again, shout out affordability, shout out BGA. And here's my prediction. Alex guessed that we would have 43 games crossing over.
Yep, 43? Only 40 to go.
Only 40 to go. My prediction is that Everdell and Faraway will be mentioned in the same video again.
In the same video again. That's possible.
That's my prediction.
Who's to say? I don't think so.
You don't think...
Nope.
My Faraway will be where your Everdell is?
I could be wrong. I just don't think so.
Who's to say? My last one.
Yes.
I might have to get up to grab it because of the way Victorum is.
Victorum's kind of in the way. You'll knock the whole stack over.
I know, I'm afraid to bump it, and then that would be crazy. So...
You bumped it.
I did. My number 71 is going to be Creature Caravan. Now, this is brought to you by Red Raven Games, and this is going to be very similar to Everdell, where I was saying Everdell you're only able to place out so many cards, and in Creature Caravan it's the same thing, where you have a very tight economy system where you're tableau building, trying to place out these different cards, but the difference is instead of using your different worker placement type of thing, you're trying to get your little caravan all the way across. So you're moving it across this map, trying to get different things along the way, trying to fight zombies sometimes, all of that fun stuff, but it's very, very tight resource management, and this is one where I felt the availability of the cards and what you're able to cycle through. It's very similar to something like Everdell, where there's a tagging system where certain things will relate to others, where you want this because it has that. So I do think that the way these cards match together, it can be very difficult to find ones that have synergy, but once you do, it does feel very strong and cool. So yeah, I do really like the options of cards available in this game and the way they interact and how they feel when you're playing with it, and that very tight little tableau that you're working in.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's a good game.
It's a really good game.
It's a game. 12 cards, all you got.
Creature Caravan.
And that is going to conclude another of our top 100 games of all time as of 2025. This was 80 through 71. We'll be back tomorrow with 70 through 61. And you can stay tuned to see what fun things happen in that video. I have no clue what's going to happen. Do you know what's going to happen?
There may be... How many crossovers do you think?
I think we have 40
Are we going
to
start hitting?
Oh, it's going to start accelerating. So
3?
four in the next video.
4 in the next video?
Four in the next video.
That might happen.
I mean, it's almost certainly... I have no idea. The thing is, as we go through these, we do know certain crossovers are coming. Will we
I know if he has Everdell.
Maybe. Who's to say? Who's to say?
So... This is a great time to remind you guys, let us know in the comments below what you think our number ones are going to be. Some people guessed back at the first video, and they might have found out by now that they were wrong. I doubt it, but, back then they have better bragging rights than you, but you can still get in before that top 10 hits.
It's always interesting, because this is usually the point where I remember that there are some people who watch like every video I do, which is crazy, by the way. Also, thank you. Those people, like, they know, like, they may not know number one, but they know, like, oh, these 3 games are in your top 10 for sure.
Yeah, there's some that you've been saying would be here.
And then other people, like, they don't necessarily, they tune in maybe once a year, maybe once a month, and they don't necessarily know that same level. Like, you always just remember, like, there's always that different levels of involvement. So to whoever you are, thank you for showing up for this series. I really appreciate having you here, and let us know down below which one, what our top games are that you think. In any case, until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg.
And have a good one.
Bye.